Hi guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I do a gel overlay on my natural nails using the Kiarasky Jelly Tip system. This is the same builder gel that's used to adhere. They're full coverage jelly tips. But, I've talked about this on my Instagram that I use this as a gel overlay. So I'm going to be using their 1, 2, and 3. This is the prep, primer, and builder. And we're going to go over each product, what they do, and what you could possibly replace it with. And then as well as I want to give you guys a quick explanation as to why I'm going to be doing this and what are the, pros and cons of it. Okay, so if you take a closer look at my nails, you're gonna see that they are dented, right? I have been experimenting with a bunch of enhancements and things, and sometimes I haven't removed things properly, and on top of that, I had a couple polishes I was testing stain me more than usual. And so in general, I'm starting to notice that all this, experimenting is taking a toll on my nails. So I have very strong natural nails. So that's why, they can survive everything I do to them. But right now it's kind of showing on my swatches. Like sometimes when I take swatch pictures, I'm having to double base coat to mask the state of my nails. Like if you look at this one, it even has like a big ridge right here. I was trying some things with an e-file and I am learning, which causes me to overfile. These things are normal when you're learning. So it's something that I do just for fun because I like to learn certain things, but I mess up, right? So as part of that learning process, my nails are how they are. So I don't think there's a way to avoid that. Whenever you're learning something, you are gonna mess up. So anyways, also, since they are overly filed in some areas and they are overly stained, I just wanted to do a gel overlay to kind of give them a break. So I figure record it and you can show people how they could do that too if they need to, or if they want to protect their nail for some reason. So you guys know when we swatch, we remove polish and apply it, remove it and apply it, and this creates porosity on the nail, which makes them even more prone to staining and blah, blah, blah. So when my nails are in the regular state, I don't need to do this, but right now I feel like I do. So let's get into it. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is buffing my nails a little bit. I kind of started a little bit off camera here, but I wanted to show you guys it's very light. I'm just removing the shine, those oils from the natural nail so that things can adhere properly, right? You noticed before they were a little bit shiny and now they're more matte or dull. The next step is to apply this prep. This is a dehydrator. You can use alcohol as well. And I have, videos that I've seen from nail pros that focus on gel. They often say that it's better to use either a dehydrator or alcohol than acetone, just because acetone is a little bit more harsh, and alcohol, they say that it preps the nail a little bit better. So I'm not gonna disagree with them on that. I don't use acetone on my day-to-day. I don't like how it feels. Anyways, you grab this step 1 prep and it's like a little alcohol. You can get it on your skin, nothing happens. And this does not need to be cured, so you basically just apply it to your whole nail. This will further remove oils and kind of just clean up your nail and prep it a little bit more. So it doesn't matter if this goes on the skin or not, and it will dry almost instantly, kind of like an alcohol. You're gonna see here. You see how it dries immediately? And you do not cure this. I'm done with that. Now I'm gonna go into step 2, which is the primer. Now, this primer, I'm sure there are other primers that will work as well. Probably some stuff from like Young Nails or many other brands that have primers. This feels sticky. So if you were to touch this, I'm not gonna do it right now because I don't wanna make my hand sticky, but if you touch, actually I have to, so I can show you. You shouldn't get this on your skin, but I wanna show you guys for the sake of experimentation. And this is why my nails are messed up, because I'm always experimenting. If you touch this, it feels sticky. And this is gonna create a sticky base, for the gel to adhere to properly. You also do not cure this, and you wanna, just get this on your nail, don't get it on your skin, and don't overdo it. If your brush is way too wet, kind of like clean it up. You wanna just add a very thin layer of this primer. If you skip this, things don't adhere and don't last as well. And I plan to do this to swatch on top of it, so I need all the help I can get, right? I feel like if you just need it for a couple of days, or if you tend to be very gentle on your nails, maybe you can skip a primer. And there are a bunch of gel products that actually don't even require a primer. But anyways, this system does require it. And like I said, I plan to continue to swatch on these, and I need to do everything, you know, how they say to do it, to make sure it lasts as much as possible. So this is the primer step 2, and we will not cure this. Okay, that's just to help with adhesion. And now we're gonna go in with the step 3, which is the builder gel. All right, up next we're gonna go in with the builder gel, which is the gel overlay. So this is a very thick gel. It looks like a base coat, but it's thicker and stronger. So they say in their bottle that after you apply this, you will cure it for 30 seconds. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to all my nails, and we're gonna cure for 30 seconds on my lamp, which I have right here. So now with this one, it's even more important, almost than the previous one, that you do not, let me zoom in, that you do not get it on your skin. And I want you guys to pay attention. When I apply this, you're gonna see how it evens everything out. And all those bumps that I have on my nail are gonna just disappear in a way. So I'm doing this not in my usual position because I'm filming, so I have a bunch of things in the way. But basically you want to place the gel. You can just paint on it like a base coat, but I have some dents, so I need to make sure that in those dents things are even. If you notice, they're pretty even, and I don't have a mess anywhere. Actually, this gel is not runny at all. But what I'm gonna do is, while I paint the other, since I'm filming and taking longer than I normally would, I'm gonna do a quick flash cure. And I wanna show you guys how I do that. You can use any flash curing lamp, but for this, I use this one's quick, you know, and I just gonna flash cure it in place for like a couple seconds, just so that it doesn't run everywhere. And then once I'm done with all the fingers, I will do the 30-second cure that they suggest, right? So like I said, normally I wouldn't have to flash cure. Since I'm filming and talking, I feel like I kind of need to, right? So let's go ahead and keep going. If anything were to like go over or touch your skin, just clean it up. How you will clean up polish. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Actually, no, kind of ran a little bit on this side. Clean it up very well, flash cure. And I'm gonna repeat this in the rest of the fingers, and I'm not gonna make you guys watch that because it's the same thing 3 more times, but I'm gonna go ahead and continue to apply this, and I'll be back right before the final 30-second cure. All right, so I am done applying the gel on all 5 nails and doing a quick little flash cure. So now I'm gonna go into the lamp for 30 seconds and be right back. All right, so we are out of the lamp, and I wanna mention something because it just happened to me, so I figure it can help you. Let's say you have your lamp and you're gonna cure this. You put your fingers in it, you get a huge heat spike, and it hurts. When that happens, don't stay there suffering. I mean, you can suffer through it because it's not that bad, it's not that much suffering, but you can just take your hands out for 1 to 2 seconds and put them back in. There's nothing wrong with that, and that's gonna help, you know, so that it doesn't hurt. Just keep that in mind. So, the next thing is that my nails right now are tacky. If you were to touch them, you're gonna see there's a sticky layer. You see how my finger just got, you see? Okay, this is normal, right? If I were to polish, if I were to apply gel polish on top of this, I wouldn't need to remove that sticky layer because the gel would just adhere to that. Now, if you are going to apply regular polish, or if you just want to keep the gel overlay, you do need to remove that sticky layer. I'm going to use some gel cleanser. Some people use, I think, alcohol, but I have some nice gel cleanser here. I'm going to go ahead and do that and remove that sticky layer. How you would remove the sticky layer on any, you know, top coat or anything. It's normal for gels. If you're used to doing gels, you know that sticky layer is normal. Now, if you were gonna apply any other type of gel product, like I say, either gel polish or jelly tips, you would not remove the sticky layer. So now this is a huge ass mess. So I don't know if I can make it better or worse, but this cleanser that I have is a little bit oily. So right now, you guys, I'm done. I'm completely done. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands so that I can get rid of this oiliness, and I'll be right back. All right, so I washed my hands and I am done. Right now, I can treat my nails as if they were naked. You can apply regular polish. You don't even need a base coat because you already are protected. So you can apply regular polish and a top coat. You can apply, change your polish. If you apply remover, you can remove your nail polish and this will stay intact. This is a soak off product. It says it here, but it's gonna take a while for it to soak off. So if you just change your polish, this is not gonna be destroyed, especially if you do not use pure acetone, right? Pure acetone is stronger. So if you change your polish on top of this overlay with a remover that has less acetone, it's like softer, this is gonna survive for a bunch of changes. I swatch on top of these and they survive me. So if they survive me, they're gonna survive you, unless you paint your nails more than me, which could happen, but it's kind of unlikely for everyday users, right? Most people change the polish once a week, twice a week, and then if you're part of the nail community or you're a content creator, then of course that would increase. But like I said, this survives all of that pretty well. Okay, so one thing I noticed after I applied it was that there is a little piece right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Do you see this right here? This is hard. This is a little bit of gel. And if that were to happen to you, you can just file it off. You can do this with a hand file or with an e-file. It doesn't matter. It files off very, very quickly. So you can just do that. That's something that went wrong, which I'm kind of glad it did so that I could show you guys, right? And so another thing that people ask is how to remove. It says on the bottle that it's soak off. So you will remove it just like you would remove any gel polish. I will leave a link down below to a video that I have to remove gel. You can do the same. And also people ask me if it can be refilled. Definitely. When this grows, if nothing is lifting, you can just prep that little bit of nail and do the same application all over your nail. You can buff it a little bit, if you want, so that it's not too bulky. And then just apply a layer from the cuticle all the way to the end, and that's your fresh kind of like infill, Another question that people have is if it damages your nail. Any enhancement that you remove improperly by peeling or ripping it off is going to damage your nail. If you overfile when you're prepping, it's going to damage your nail. But the enhancement itself, if applied and removed properly, should not cause damage. That's what I always say on my Instagram when it comes to, there are certain enhancements that will damage your nail a little bit more over time because you have to remove them every single time you're going to do a fresh set. But anything that you can infill should be better for your nail. And even if you cannot infill it and if you have to soak it off, just be patient, don't rip anything, and your nail should be okay. All right, since you guys always ask me and I always forget, on my right hand I'm wearing 2 coats of lemony macaron, I don't know, spiced chai. All right, you guys, so here you have it, how I do my gel overlay. And let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. And if you found some value from this video, please consider subscribing to my channel, which, helps us smaller creators. And that's it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.